A great drill for feedback and exploration is called mix and match. Take two items that weigh the same but are different and use them together. You'll find out really quickly that each item feels differently and requires the body to move and stabilize in different ways, whether it's a really simple incline chest press or an alternating lunge, both forward and back. You feel that the weight, depending on how it's located, how you hold it, and how it's dispersed, really change the impact of the exercise. It makes you pay attention to what you're doing 100% of the time. And if you really think about and feel the differences, you'll get an amazing amount of feedback on how different items impact the body differently. Because there's so many different items that you can use, the possibilities are almost endless. I like to start off with relatively basic exercises, but throw in a little bit of a twist, both literally and figuratively. So no matter the exercise or the resistance combinations, you get great information and you learn a lot about not only your side-to-side performance, but how you feel and perform with different items. It also opens up the possibilities to using new items and new types of weights for exercises you might not have thought of using that particular resistance. This in turn gives you the option and the opportunity to maximize what you're doing. So whereas I might have only used a dumbbell for this particular one, using an Indian club is a whole different level of challenge. So same exact weight, both are 10 pounds, but the amount of work that I have to do from head to foot in order to control this particular exercise is dramatically different when I use the Indian club versus when I use the dumbbell. Part of that is the orientation, how the weight is distributed, but the other part is that the grip is a real big factor. With the addition of the rotational component of the weight trying to rotate my hand either forward or backward, my entire arm all the way through the shoulder has to work a lot harder than just holding a dumbbell. As you experiment with complexity and movement, you'll often find it creates different exercises. So on a tilting shoulder raise, it's a great discovery to know that these two weights create a much different feel. Even the most basic thing like a bicep curl has a completely different responsibility physically when you mix and match the weights. Shoulder presses is very similar, so whether the kettlebell is hanging underneath the hand or the dumbbell is within the hand, the body, the shoulder, the core all have to respond differently. If you go a bottoms up, so the same exact weight, just a different orientation, all of a sudden the demand heightens and the weight between sides is completely different, even though it's still only the same, quote, weight. Experiencing this comparison in real time gives you real great feedback and insight about your body, how it functions side to side, and enables you to pick the right tool for the right job at the right time. It also, more than anything else, can give you a little bit of variety and challenge when you need it. Just a quick little bonus, when we introduce cables, it completely changes things again. Although it's not a free weight, it still is a form of resistance and is a nice tool for comparing things side to see how different things feel.